Hi guys, Ronnie here. Today's video was inspired by one of my friends and his question about the MV 7.8 SES wheels. So this friend of mine has a lot of high-end bikes and he doesn't ride too much, but you need to know about him that he has every single rim depth that Zip offers. So yeah, quite a bike nerd, but not really a good rider or racer as such. So one day he asked, when I got the MVs on, that if they are easy to ride, if it does feel easy to ride on them. And I said, well, what the hell are you talking about? And he says that with some wheels he does get the impression that if he goes out, then they offer some kind of magical aero advantage or weight advantage or whatever, and somehow it's easier to ride them as others, so it feels easier to get them up to speed, etc. And I don't know, I'm going to tell you straight up, it's a big pile of bullshit, but let me just do a comparison here. If you tried a bike like this one, for example, with basically very little aero advantage, and you then would step onto the dome and try to ride it at the same speed, it wouldn't feel easy. It's still a bike, you're not in a car, you just put the accelerator on and go, because that would be easy, but the aero gains actually are quite hard, or not hard, they are impossible to feel based on these subjective emotional things, that some riders claim to notice. So is it easy to ride them? Oh, come on. If you want to ride them at 20 km per hour, then yes, that's very easy. If you want to ride them at 50 km per hour, well, it's not going to be easy, but that's true for any kind of bike. Even on yeah, I'll show you one bike where it's definitely going to be felt, but actually it's not a bike, but it's this thing really. And okay, so if you get on this bike or trike, should I say, 3 wheels, one of them is punctured, and you say, well, this bike seems pretty hard to ride, then I'm going to trust you. But if you compare two normal bikes, you will never be able to tell. Even if you stepped from a decathlon bike to a straight up super bike, I highly doubt you are going to feel, and I mean really feel, any kind of difference in straight up speed, because you can't directly compare them if you're not riding two at once, which is impossible. And all these feelings that a light bike climbs better and an aero bike is faster on the flat, and this bike accelerates like that, this one feels faster here, feelings are just wrong. You're not a measuring device, you are not able to tell whether feelings are just that, just feelings, and they have no correlation with the outside world. Now I have here one stretch of road where every bike feels like it's the slowest bike in the world, because it doesn't seem like it doesn't climb that much, it's a false flat and it's always in a headwind. So basically you get 30 km per hour at 300 watts, and every bike is going to feel slow there. But then on another piece of road, when there's basically 99% of time there's a tailwind, the surface is very fast. It's not very smooth, but it's just some kind of a very slick asphalt. Every bike is going to feel fast. Even if you get there on a cyclocross bike, you can do 45 km per hour and it's spinning out the 40 front chainring, and it's going to feel fast even though you know very well that it's just not. So things you can feel are comfort and handling, but there's just impossible to feel aerodynamics. It's impossible to feel acceleration unless you have an actual accelerometer on there. You know, these things are just feelings. And another strange concept that he had is that the best wheels ever, the fastest wheels, are the 45 millimeter ones, because those just feel right. Well, okay, so you're telling me that the people who designed these deep section rims, they're all stupid, right? Well, they're not, because they are the same people usually who design the shallower wheels, and if they design a deeper wheel, then they design it to be faster than the shallow wheel, of course. So yeah, perhaps they might not feel as responsive or anything, but they're just simply faster. They're designed to do that. And if they're designed right, like the MVs, they're very stable as well, so you can use them basically all the time. And that's what it's about. And it's not about weight really, because you know, if you look back at the time trial I've done on 3rd of September, it was a 25k time trial with almost 600 meters of climbing, and I won that on a time trial bike, 8.5 kilos with 2.2 kilo wheel set. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really go by these feelings, but you know, if this guy had ridden them, he would say, oh, this is crap, this feels slow, I would rather have my 202s on there because they're fast. Yeah, probably just, you know, 2 minutes slower anyway, but yeah, to sum it up, you really shouldn't go by feel or you shouldn't get influenced by feelings, and you should always stick to rational advice and thoughts regarding equipment choice. And that's, well, aero beats everything on the flat and on most climbs as well. In the sprints, in the breakaway, in the time trial, aero is everything. Now, if you want to see more about my bikes and my actual bike setups, then don't forget to tune into my channel and subscribe. It's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.